It's your girl Lunar, back again with another set of videos for y'all. Today we are working on the monthly zodiacs for the month of December. And the zodiac sign we are working on today is Libra. So everything you need is down in the description below, including the Instagram story. So just click on the link or head on over to the Instagram page and watch the full thing. So as you know, I just do a quick summary and show you the cards that came through for y'all. We have Iris for harmony. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Don't let your past hold you back. South node. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. As you can see, the name of y'all video is called Hold Your Position. And that came to me because, for one, looking at this first quarter moon and the south node, it just clicked. And Iris is the goddess of message and rainbows. The Percy Jackson Lightning Thief series use rainbow messages, which is quick and faster for them to get their message from one place to another. Rainbows show a sign of hope. They're just beautiful. It's like after it rains, you get a rainbow that pops out. Sometimes you get a double rainbow, and sometimes it's a triple one too, if you look close enough. But when a rainbow pops out, is a symbol of good luck. It's just like in Ireland, they say if a rainbow appears, follow it to the end, and you find a pot of gold. Are you going to find a pot of gold at the end, or are you going to find a leprechaun there who's trying to protect his pot of gold? Which one is it? So are you willing to follow that rainbow, or are you going to just take it as a sign things are going to be better eventually? You yourself have to know you are good enough. You are standing here because you went through the trials and fire to get to where you at right here, right now. So don't let nobody push you or take you off to a point where you want to toss all away that hard work. You can be civilized to a person. You can correct them correctly. Sometimes you don't even have to correct them. You can just let your work show for itself. Just stand where you at and don't let nobody try to break you down or get you to the point where you want to pop off on somebody. But we're going to talk some more when we do the deep dive in tarot. So I'll be right back with that, Libras. See ya in a bit. Welcome to the deep dive in tarot with the sign Libra. Alright, I'm going to give y'all some time with the oracle cards. You can pause the video here to look at the oracle cards a little bit longer. Alright, now we're going to move the oracle cards off to the side. Alright, before we get started, I want you to plant your feet flat on the ground, straighten your back, relax your shoulders. Either you can take several breaths in to center yourself, or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, imagine your roots going deep into the earth, they spreading out, and you feel strong as a tree. Slowly take in Mother Earth energy. Let it travel through your body and out through the top of your head. And whatever energy you take from the earth, make sure you give back as well. Equal exchange, always. And once you feel centered, open your eyes, take only what you need from this video, leave everything else behind. Alright, let's begin. So, what cards need to come through for the month of December for the sign Libra? We starting off with the Hermit card. 4 cups. Three of Cups. Right. The shadow side. The Empress card. Nine of Swords. King of Wands. Five of Wands. This is the King of Wands. Probably said the King of Cups. I'm not too sure. Queen of Cups. Two of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Seven of Swords. Good lordy. The Star card. Five of Pentacles. The Magician. Eight of Wands. Four of Wands. Four of Swords. Six of Cups. The Strength. Two of Cups. King of Swords. Ten of Cups. The High Priestess. Six of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Ten of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Nine of Swords. Emperor. Karma. Seven of Cups. Queen of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. The Chariot. Hangman. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, I like those. Three of Wands. Six of Wands. Justice. Tower. Lovers. Death. That Lovers card was really excited. Something just dawned on me, especially if you're a Libra rising. You had Aries for your 7th house, and you had Mars being there since August. Issues have been rising up in your relationship. You've been having some difficulties with that. Like I said, you have been through a lot. You have changed as a person. The month of December, which is a spiritual month, is going to be testing you. Making sure you passing all the tests you need to pass. Are you going to stand where you stand at? Or are you going to buckle under or end up popping off? This can play out in a number of ways. Especially these sideways cards. They can either play upright or in reversal for you. This have a double-edged sword to it. Now, if you hold your positions like you're supposed to, all the sideways cards will work upright and everything will fall into place and your relationship will get back on the track it needs to be with. Now, if you decide to pop off and decide to toss away all the hard work you put in, then you're going to be setting yourself back years to come. You won't get another opportunity like this. Pass this test the first time around. You won't have to deal with it again. You have Aquarius going through your 5th house and Capricorn in your 4th house. That Saturn energy working those 2 houses together. It's been something. Structure with home has definitely been popping up. You had to deal with a lot of changes in that. Realizing some of the things that you was taught as a child, you really don't need. Better yet, you had to grow up a lot quicker than most people will have want you to. So you never really got to have a childhood like you want to. Because you was so busy trying to make sure everything was taken care of at home, nobody was taking care of you. Because you was the grown up. You had to be the bigger person. And that's a lot of weight to bear for any person of any age. Now, it's time for you to be selfish. It's okay to be like that. You have every right to live your life how you want to live it. By your means, by your expectations. It's good that you was able to structure yourself the way you have. But you shouldn't have to be forced to grow up just because your parents didn't want to take on that responsibility. They could have chose a different route for you, but they decided to keep you and pretty much let you do what you want. But instead of you doing whatever you felt like you wanted to do, you was like, no, keep some kind of order in my life. But you put so much pressure on yourself to be older and wiser beyond your years. And that's going to help you in the long run. What about the fun things you wanted to do as a kid? Running outside, playing with your friends. Where did that go? Tell your parents about it. Get on them. Hold resentment to them for that. But you don't want to hold on to that anger. Let that go. Work through it and forgive them. They were a person as well. Whatever they was going through at the time, that's what they have to deal with. They as much humans as you are. So forgive them and leave that in the past. Move forward. That's a lot to absorb. That's a lot to take in right there. I'm going to pull out the rest of these cards. Let's get their thoughts. This 3 of Swords, 9 of Wands, Emperor energy with that Page of Pentacles. I don't know why this draws me in, but that earth sign is really overthinking a lot of things. They end up hurting their own feelings because they thought the worst, especially with you having your Mars in the 7th house. Some disconnections, some arguments, things y'all had to work out. So they feel like it was their fault that you was feeling that kind of way. But it's not. So reassure them that it's not their fault. Or if they the ones that who end up feeling irritable, pissed, let them come to you and they'll tell you what's wrong. But if this more pertaining to you, explain to them, you just need some time to work some things out. It's not them, it's you. You just working through some things. You just need that time to just recollect yourself. But you still stand with them, still stand for them. You want this to work as much as the next person because you do see a future with them and you want what's best. But sometimes even when you say harsh things, you got to make sure you remember why you said what you said at the time. Because even in the heat of moments, you say things that sometimes you feel like you won't be able to recover from in a relationship. But you can. It's just a matter of, do y'all both want to work on this or leave it the way it is and just go down separate roads? Because you can keep fighting for the same thing over and over. Eventually it gets tiring. You gotta change. Something gotta give. Either you move above it or you continue being at that low bar. But then at the same time, you got to think, it's like, am I the reason why this keeps popping up? Like, what's causing me to feel this kind of way with this? Like, what is it? So making sure you know your own triggers, knowing what caused you to tick off, thinking back on memories and getting to the root of everything. But back to getting you back holding your position. As long as you remember who you are and how you got here, you can eventually teach this to somebody else. You learned a lot, because I forgot you got Virgo in your 12th house if you're Libra rising. Having that Virgo in that 12th house, you can analyze your own subconscious down to a T. It's like you know exactly why you have these triggers, where they come from, how you got to that. Like, everything is so organized in your mind that when you tell your story, when you explain why you react the way you did, it will cause that person to look at you differently. Now, let me tell you why I reacted that same way. It will help them even more. It will help y'all even further. Eventually, you will end up going to a different stage in your relationship where you can just flow easily. Your energy will be deeper, more clearer, and you see why you chose that person for a reason, why you so attracted to them. It's like things is just different and you happy with that. And better yet, sometimes they can even explain to you why they view your thought process or even your triggers the way they do. Because sometimes you won't even realize that you just popped off the way you did until somebody pulls it up and you be like, oh, and you need a moment to think about it. So there's always a reflection, a back and forth. In a way, your energy is clearer and you can stand where you have to stand at. And lastly, these cards from the bottom of the deck. Your future is very bright. Like, whatever you decide for your decision, if you decide to hold your position where you at, everything is good. But if you don't, you're going to have some setbacks. It's going to take you a while before you can get this. I want you to stay in your position. Be proud of what you stand for and the hard work you put in. You deserve it. And I have seen your evolution. And I feel like a proud mama. I'm proud of y'all for being so whole, so neutral, so balanced. It's wonderful. This is what I got for y'all, Libras. This is your December reading. If you like what I have to say, leave a thumbs up. Leave a lovely comment down in the comment section below. Share this. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on that notification bell so you can get the latest updates on when the newest video drop. And if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at Phaseoflunar. Follow me, I follow you. Simple as that. As always, Libras, I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next set of videos. Bye.